What's up, everybody? This is a hunt that we're going on today. We're going to be hunting some comic books in the LA County area, and we're going to be looking at some Silver Age books. We already agreed to meet, and hopefully I can get some video while I'm there. I'm not sure what we're going to be picking up, but we have a couple books in mind already. But we'll see if we can get any more, if we can get some deals. So let's get to it. Well, I'm back at home, guys, and that was quite the hunt. I didn't expect to run into a lot of the books that I came across. It was an amazing collection. He's been a collector for quite a while now. He's had the books for many years, he said, and he's looking to part ways with a lot of the books. There was quite a few high dollar books that he did show us. So when I got there, prior to that, we already discussed the prices for 4 of the books. So prior to me getting there, we did discuss some books that I was interested in, but we wanted to see if I can pick up some more books out of the collection that he was selling. He said that I can go ahead and look through 2 of the boxes as well as the slabs that he had out. So I went ahead and looked through the boxes, which you guys saw in those clips, as well as the slabs. And the next step was we were gonna go ahead and do the transaction for the books that I did pick up, which we already talked about. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys now. So we already discussed these 4 books here. I'm gonna show you 4 books that I did pick up, and then I'm gonna talk about how the conversation went for the rest of the books. So the first book I got, and this one is an early Fantastic Four book, and I just absolutely love this cover. It is Fantastic Four number 16. I don't remember if there's a significant event that happens in this issue. I just absolutely love this cover though. Doom is right on the cover with the Fantastic Four in his grasp. This is an Ant-Man crossover as well, and I think that's the significance of this book here, is that it's the first time Ant-Man is crossed over to a different series. And the colors on this copy just is absolutely striking. The colors on here are still super vibrant. Yellows still pop. So this seems to be in pretty decent condition. If I were just to look at this book, I would probably say it's at least a 3.5. Can probably go for like a 4.0, but super happy to have added this one. So the next book that I added is also another Fantastic Four book. This one is another Doctor Doom cover. It is Fantastic Four number 23. This one is very similar to the cover of the first Doctor Doom on Fantastic Four 5, showing Doctor Doom looking through a screen with the Fantastic Four running out of air. Very similar to Fantastic Four 5. I would even say that this is a homage to that cover. But lately I've been looking for these early Fantastic Four, especially with Doom on the cover. The nicest thing about these books are the colors on it. Super bright and absolutely pop on there. So very nice book here in Fantastic Four number 23. So the next book on the list is a pretty nice one. I've been looking for this book for quite a while now. It is Fantastic Four number 25. This one is the fight between the Hulk and the Thing. And this is considered the second time they meet, but this is the action book where they pretty much fight throughout the whole entire story. And in my opinion, I prefer this cover to Fantastic Four 12. That's just my opinion. I also have Fantastic Four 12. That is more of a valuable book, but because I think that's the first meeting between them. But this cover just looks way more action-packed in my opinion. And this one has a little bit of writing. I knew that. There's some writing right there that seems to be a name written on the dark there, but it doesn't stand out too much, which I don't mind too much if it doesn't detract from the cover. So this one was probably the lowest between all of them. This one is about a 2.5 to a 3, just because the cover is barely hanging on, but even at a low grade, it still presents really well. And being that it's a whole key, I'm super happy to add this one. And the last of the 4 books is a pretty nice book. It's a key in the early Fantastic Four. It is Fantastic Four number 36, the first appearance of the Frightful Four. And this one is probably the highest grade between the 4 books. I would even say this can pass for at least a 6.0, just because the spine is super nice on this book. Colors, not too many color breaking creases, and the colors are very bright. I always talk about the colors on the books that I pick up because I think that's the first thing that stands out to me when I am hunting for books. Is if a copy it has super bright colors, I usually gravitate towards those books. But I've been looking for this book for quite a while now, and super happy to have found it in the wild. So I'm happy to add Fantastic Four 36 to the collection. So for those 4 books, they were listed when he posted these for sale. They were listed at $900, which I felt like that was an okay price for the 4 books, being that 2 of them are pretty big keys in number 25 and 36. So $900 for the condition that they're in. It's not a deal, but it was an okay. I feel like it's fairly close to fair market value. So I went ahead and negotiated, and total I paid $700 for those 4 books, which I feel like it's not a great deal, but pretty good. Still lower, in my opinion, than what they can be had at on eBay. So I'm happy to add those for $700. So like I mentioned, after we did that transaction for those 4 books, we went ahead and looked at the other books. I pulled out about 9 to 12 issues of Fantastic Four. They were all Silver Age, and I mentioned to him that since these were not really keys, I'd be willing to pay roughly about $30 per book, because some of them were lower grade, like 2.0s. Some of them were decent grade, like maybe a 5.0. He thought about it a little bit, but he said that he preferred to get about $50 per book. So out of, I think, 10 books, he wanted about $500. I mentioned I can offer him about $300, and he said we were kind of far apart. So if I can get closer, I can contact him. So it's possible that we can kind of link up together and see if we can come to a closer amount. But didn't end up picking up any other books just because we couldn't agree on a price. But I'm still happy that I was able to pick up those 4 books, and it was quite the haul, and I'm glad I was able to find these keys out in the wild. So I hope you guys enjoyed that hunt video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the books that I picked up. Let me know in the comments what you thought of my haul, and if I overpaid or underpaid for those 4 books. If you guys haven't subscribed to me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you guys can catch all the new videos that I release. And with that, I want to thank you for joining me here on Comics with Bonix. And as always, I want to remind you to collect your passion. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.